been a while since I last made a video, so I'm going to do something a little bit special this time, and we're going to have two videos, both playing my favourite game, Ghosts and Goblins, and this video is going to be how far I can get on 1 credit. Then the second video, I'll post a link right here, will be some tips and tricks to help you get through the game, because I know this is a notoriously difficult game. So let me put the game on. Now there are various different versions of this game. There are 3 world versions. World version 1 is the UK and Europe arcade version, I believe. The US version is the US arcade version, and there's 3 Japanese versions which form the Japanese arcade version of the game. So I'm actually going to play on world version 2, just so that you can see the differences between the two. Obviously I'll play world version 1 on the tips and tricks. So the only difference is really with this game is that when you reach stage 5, it's the end of stage 5 and some slight differences on stage 6, but we'll come on to that if I get there. Let me put my credit in, and here we go. Let's see how far I can get. Now, as this is not the tips and tricks video, the only tip I'm going to give for this is don't hang around, but do take caution. Don't rush to get past, because you will end up in your underwear. Now, as you see, I don't want to rush because I would have get hit. But at the same time, you don't want to be hanging around too long, because you might run out of time, especially on stage 2. Not so bad on stage 1. Now, a lot of people don't get even through past stage 1. We get to the red arrows coming up here, and that's where people end, because the red arrows are quite tricky to get rid of until you know how. So you can jump this gap straight away if you're on the first loop of the game. Any further than that, like the second, third, fourth loop, etc., you can't do it, because these flying knights run a lot fast, fly a lot faster, making it a lot harder to get across the gaps. And if you try getting across the gaps straight away, you'll find yourself in your underwear quicker than you know it. So I do find playing the game off to the side, which I am, actually adds to how difficult the game actually is. So here's the first level boss, not too difficult to get past. Now after the first stage, I've normally got close to 40,000 points, so as you can see, a lot less points because I'm not pressing for points. So stage 2, the Ice Palace, has got several ways you can get through it. So my only advice for this really is just work out what route works best for you. I have changed my route on that several times in the past, and it depends again what loop I'm on as to which route I may take. So although I'm not point pressing on this game, if I get any points I can get, I will pick them up. Now say stage 2, this one, is the one you really are restricted for time on. So again, this is where you really don't want to hang about. Just clear the trolls, goblins or whatever they are, and make your way to the end as quickly as you can. You don't need to go for this one. You don't need to go for the one at the top. So just make your way straight down. You've got to wait for this one to get out of the way before you can come down. So you need a bit of time on the clock. So not too bad on the time at the moment. Now we come up to the platforms. So once we get past the platforms, we're on to the final boss, which is the same as the first boss, but there's two of them. So you've got to be careful because you don't want to be waking both of them at the same time. Right, so the last of the platforms. Here we go. Here comes two bosses. Only wake one at a time. There we go. Two bosses gone. Now at this stage, there is a way you can score an absolute heap of points. So watch my tips and tricks video for that. You can score over 100,000 points on this level. In fact, truth be told, you can actually score in the millions. But that's another story. I will include that in the tips video. Right, another armor coming up. Again, on this level, as soon as you see these things appear, now I've learnt these are called woody pigs. If you see them appear, clear them before you go any further, because otherwise they'll keep chasing you. We'll take the knife. I'm in the underpants, but there is a way of getting your armour back, providing I don't actually go do something stupid and lose my life. Now there's a little trick coming up I'm going to use to get 10,000 points, but this only happens on version 2. Do the same trick to get your armour back on version 1. I will explain it. I should be able to get my armour back now by using the same trick to get 10,000 points in version 1. So there's a slight difference. So onto the boss, and these dragons are a pain. Take a little bit of getting used to, but that's him done. Stage 4 platforms, no points whatsoever on the first half. It's just a case of traversing the platforms, getting to the other side. It's mainly get to the top and then travel on the top platform. Okay, here comes the last platform before we reach another armor. Now you actually need the shield to be able to complete this game. Now on World version 2, I find that it's a little bit more generous in handing out the shield. World version 1 is a bit naughty, because sometimes you can actually go through the whole of stage 6 and it just doesn't give it you, so you have to go back to stage 5 and you can find yourselves keep looping it over and over again. Now, there is a trick to getting past the stage 4 boss without having to fight it, but it doesn't work on World version 2, so we can't do it. You have to fight the boss, which is another dragon. Well, we got through him, got our armour back, onto stage 5. So this is still exactly the same as World version 1, and hopefully it'll either give me my shield here or on stage 6. The only difference on this stage is that Satan only requires 4 hits to kill him. And there's the shield. Doing another arrow mode. This one's easy to kill. All of this is exactly the same as World version 1. So in no way is this version any easier than the version you're likely to play in the arcade, apart from getting past Satan. That is the only thing. So if you've never got to Satan, it is not going to be any different for you whatsoever. Right, so we are now approaching Satan. Here he comes. You notice he's also a lot slower, and he's gone. So we're on to stage 6, and the first difference with stage 6 is there's only one troll above this level, above this platform. You're normally used to seeing 2. Still takes a lot to kill, but it means you're likely to get a safe path through rather than having to end up in your underpants. Now the second difference, and this is only different to version 1, the US version has the same as this one. The pattern of the dragon now is different, and I must admit I'm not so good at getting past it on this pattern. We've done it. It doesn't matter if I'm in my underwear at this point, because you will get your underwear back, or your armour back, sorry, here. Just drops automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. Now this is all exactly the same as version 1 and the US version now. Again, apart from Satan at the end. Or the 2 Satans, as we should say. Right, here come the 2 Satans. One gone. gone. You see how much easier they are now to get rid of. But of course you've got to get there first. It's no good if you never got there. So here he is, Astaroth. You have to shoot the face in the belly. And there's the first life lost. Shouldn't be losing lives on Astaroth, it's quite easy. It's because I'm standing at an angle, it just makes it so much harder to actually control my player. Second life gone. There we go. So that's loop one done. Now we'll move on to the second loop. Now it may not look much different on camera, but it is a lot faster. So these zombies are now moving a lot faster. Now personally, I don't like having the shield. So I will actually exchange it for any weapon, including fire. Now you can actually hang around this area, so I'm not point pushing here, but you can hang around this area to wait for another zombie to provide a pop with another weapon in it. So you don't actually have to stay with the fire. So there's a little tip. If I just hang around this area until one actually raises up a pop, it will have another weapon in it, either the lance or the dagger. There we go, there's the dagger. So now everything is a lot faster. It's not necessarily going to look that way on camera, as I said. And of course, it was harder to get past the armour. Right, as I said before, you now cannot jump this gap straight away because these flying knights are now a lot faster. So you have to be really careful. I have been caught out numerous times by trying to jump the gap too soon. Again, we don't want the fire if we can help it now, so I've got to be careful with the jump. Managed to get away with it. Oh, didn't want to do that though. Through the boss. On to stage 2. So notice I'm taking a slightly different route now. So again, this part's not too much different. So you can guide these trolls to where you want them to go, although they can then turn themselves back around again. Right, so I'm not going to go up the top because I am running the short on time. As you can see, if you wait for them to get away from you, they won't turn around and attack you straight away. So you've got a chance to actually shoot down the trolls and keep yourself safe. Right, approaching the end of the stage. We've got our two bosses. I made that harder than it needed to be, but we're through. Stage 3. Now this will get harder. So I don't know whether you can tell whether the zombies are moving faster or not, but they definitely are moving faster. There's a nice king, that's a nice 10,000 points. And that was a little bit lucky. Again, I'm going to do this slightly differently. Right, so I've been hit, but I'll get my armour straight back by jumping this gap. Here's a way of getting away from the armour without having to fight him. Oh, but I've managed to lose my armour again. Hopefully I can get it back in a moment. Dragon nicely taken care of. Right, platforms once again. Get to the top and then stay at the top. So we jump to the next platform, the next one which will automatically carry us over, then we get back to the top again. Fall off this one once we're over the ledge, and and then the final platform that carries us across. But this armor will be slightly more difficult sometimes. That time he wasn't. I actually think that the fire on this stage, so I'm not going to worry about getting the lance, actually kills you a lot easier than on version 1. So you do really have to be careful with the fire. Right, so we've got to fight the dragon. On to stage 5. Now hopefully we'll get the shield again. Now there is a way of getting the shield in version 1 nice and early. Again, watch the tips and tricks video for that one. But this now does get quite a lot harder. That was a little bit lucky, I have to say. It really was risking it a bit. So this armor is now a little bit more difficult. As you can see, and there's the shield, just in the right time. Now hopefully I can get to Satan still in my underwear, because there is nowhere on this level to get your armour back. So we're going to go straight up. He's a goner. Final stage then. That's our troll, unicorn, whatever you call him, nicely dealt with. Okay, so we've now got the dragon. So this is the formation or the pattern of the dragon that I'm not so good with. I much prefer the pattern for version 1. But there he is, he's gone. I guess I made that look easy. It's not though. Then you see the arrow below. As long as you don't go near him, you won't wake him, and he doesn't pose any threat whatsoever. There are 2 arrows coming up. First one gone. Second one gone. Right, hopefully we've got our armour. 2 shots, to Satan, sorry, with our armour. Hopefully we can get him, the fact that he only takes 4 hits each. Oh, there he is, he's gone. Final boss then, Astaroth, to complete the game. He's a goner. I love this bit. The wording is brilliant. Here we go. Being the wise and courageous knight that you are, you feel strength welling in your body. Strength. And now we get to do it all over again. Loop 3, but now it gets even harder. And again, I don't necessarily like having the shield, so I will be getting rid of it as soon as I can. Now you really do have to be careful with these, because you often find yourself jumping just as a zombie is spawning and you end up jumping into him. So let's first of all see if I can change my weapon here. It's giving me the dagger straight away, but you can now see, hopefully, on camera how much faster these zombies are. So it really does get a lot more difficult. So again, it's take your time as you jump. It means our armour is going to be more difficult. Always jumps up. I knew that was going to happen. But you can get your armour back by jumping right by this cross here. And there's the armour back. Again, remember, don't jump the gap straight away, because these flying knights get even faster now. Just look how fast they're going. Oh! Straight away. Screwed it up. That's how much harder this bit gets. So again, they might slow down a bit now because I've lost a life. And straight away, taking me out. So I've got to get right through the whole of this level now in my underwear. Oh my god, I actually thought I was dead there. But I think realistically I should have been. Boss. Not what I wanted to do at all. We made it to the checkpoint anyway. Again, I don't think this is much different. Gonna have to get away from that. Try and entice him along. The only trouble with this one, he does tend to hang around, and you want him to keep going this way. And then he turns around again. Let's turn him back. Come on, back you go. Now keep going, yes. Right. But you notice how much time I've lost there now. So I do need to be quick to get through the rest of this level. No hanging around. Let's just go. Can you wait for him? Now he's got enough distance between me and him to shoot him down. So the red birds home in on you. The blue birds just fly over you. So it's the red birds you really want to keep an eye on where they are. Stage 3, and I've still got how many lives there? Is that 6? Yep, 6 lives. Don't worry, those lives can suddenly go very quickly now due to how difficult, look how fast these things are moving. Look how fast they are going, look, it is ridiculous. They are fast. So you really need to be watching various parts of the screen because as soon as they respawn, you've got to be getting them. Now this armour is always a little bit tricky on this loop. Managed to get past him. Remember, wait. And we can avoid this armour by looping round this area. Oh. Being at an angle made me go back up the ladder then. That was the shield, but I'm not going to get it just yet. So now the armour's gone. Got to be careful with these things. Because now they shoot a heck of a lot faster. As you'll notice, they don't stop shooting, so if you're getting past them, it's a little tricky. You've got to bide your time. The armour got me. Like I say now, it just gets really tricky. Really tricky. So you know these ones are always going to spawn there, so always wait for them. If you go ahead, they're just going to get you. Right, back in full armour. Ready for another armour. But we'll get rid of him. I should have waited. I didn't wait. Oh, no way! I'm failing to get me 10,000 bonus here. I might just go for it without it. Do not want that. Absolutely no way. Right, wait for him. Right, now we can go. Didn't think that'd hit me then. Right, let's get him off the screen. Hopefully that will get rid of him. Oh, the one from above me got me. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, they do get, as you can see, a heck of a lot more tricky. Getting past them without losing your armour is that much harder. Come on, go, go. Right, we're going to do the other method if we can. There is another way around them, which I'm not sure if works on this version, so we'll find out. We go back the other way, and we wait for a woody pig to arrive. Now we should find that that armour has gone. And yes, he has. Wait for him. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. This time they've appeared out too quickly. Last life, last life. This time he's actually hung around. But we got him. Oh, I've earned a free life as well. Got another chance. Here we go. Let's lose the arrow. Oh, again, it's gone up the ladder instead of across. Oh, that was a bit too close. Come on, get off the screen. We are running out of time now. Right, let's go. Not going to happen. No. That armor is a heck of a lot trickier. Oh my word! There we go, we got to the third loop and we got to stage 3. So I hope you enjoyed that, and don't forget to check out the tips and tricks if you want to work out how to get further into this game. Thanks for watching.